Hi, welcome to another video. I'm going to try and do this video completely unedited. Anytime I edit videos, I just notice that I use the word so yeah or definitely. I really overuse them, so it's going to be funny to see how many times I use those words in this video. Hopefully not too many. This video anyways is going to be one about moving over to Australia as obviously an expat, especially from Ireland or the UK, and just how to get started out here. There's a number of different things that you should do. First of all, boring things, but just to get set up. And I just want to say thanks as well in this intro, just for all the support I've been getting for all my other videos, especially the farm work one. This is the reason I'm making this one, because I've just noticed that any videos I've made that have tips about doing things seem to be the most liked. Oh my gosh, I'm just so used to stopping the video. Okay, from now on it's going to be unedited. And yeah, I'm back here with this commentator microphone because I tried filming this in parts without it and it's just really hard to hear anything. So, tip number 1, or first thing you should do when you come here, is sort out your rent. It's typically a long process. I'm only used to living in Sydney, so my advice will be based on my experience here. If you want to live in the eastern suburbs, this is where Bondi Beach is, Coogee, Bronte. The demand is so high, so if you go to viewings, there were viewings I went to and there were about 70 people at them. There were other viewings with much less, so just be patient. I would look through Domain or realestate.com.au. They're two websites to find leases. And then once you visit the place, the real estate agent will want to see that you have enough funds here. So mostly for places out here, they'll require a bond, which is 4 weeks rent up front, and then you'll be paying weekly or bi-weekly. I'm paying bi-weekly right now, but it really depends from place to place. One thing I would say to the real estate agent, or I'd email them during the whole application process, is that you can also pay 4 weeks rent up front, just to show that you have proof of funds. That will really work in your favour, because the application process itself is so complicated. It's really long-winded. They ask for personal references, work references, job offer, pay slips, the whole works. And then most places out here are actually unfurnished. So I would look at Facebook Marketplace for some cheap furniture. And then another thing that people do out here, which is so bizarre to me, I'm honestly not used to it, is people leave their old furniture outside of their house. So it would be worth renting a car or a pickup truck for the day and just driving around different estates and picking up bits. I have a good friend out here and she's furnished her place, or kit out her whole place, exclusively through picking up bits from the side of the road and then some stuff from Facebook Marketplace. But everything matches and goes so well together that you'd never ever guess that she got her furniture so cheaply or for free as well. Because a lot of people on Facebook Marketplace, they're moving quickly and they just want to get rid of their stuff as fast as possible, so they'll sell it for really cheap. And IKEA is another place to look for good furniture. Tip number 2 is to set up your bank account. My bank account is with ANZ. There's another bank, Commonwealth. There's a few different places. ANZ I've had no issues with, so I'd recommend going with them. Third thing you have to do is get a phone plan, so a data plan. I went with Vodafone. It's about $45 a month. I think you could do better, but I've had no issues with Vodafone. But if you're going to be living in a regional area of Australia, or if you're going to be doing farm work for quite some time, I would recommend going with Telstra. Apparently they have the most coverage throughout the country, so look into Telstra. What's next? Tip 4, get your transport card. So public transport here in Sydney, you need the OPAL card. So that works for buses, trains, light rail, ferries, and you can pick up one of these cards in 7-Eleven or shops like that, and then you can download the app and just top up through that. I've also seen people use Apple Pay, so that's another way of getting around that. And now the next 2 tips are going to be about working in Australia. So in order to work out here, you need a tax file number. So if you look up TFN Australia, you'll be brought to this website, and once you fill out the application process, it typically requires just your passport details, your visa details, and yeah, once you've done the application, you should get your TFN letter and your TFN number within 28 days. I think I got mine in about 2 weeks. I can't really remember, but you want to have that before you start work or else you can't get paid, I think. And the last thing, you don't have to worry about it so much if you're going straight into like a permanent type job, or say I'm in a hospital right now, so they actually are in charge of this for me. But if you're going to be doing farm work, you need to sort out your superannuation. They call it super. So you apply to this one company. There's various ones. I went with CBUS, so CBUS. And what happens here in Australia is when you work, they take a percentage of what you earn. I think it's maybe 5 or 10%. Those birds, oh my gosh. They take about 5 or 10% and put it into this fund so that whenever you retire, you kind of have enough money to get by, more or less. It's a little bit annoying because you can't, if you claim it back because you want to leave Australia, they tax it so much that you won't get much of that back if you ever move. But if you stay in Australia, you should kind of be sorted if you retire. So I think they're kind of all my main tips if you want to get set up here. So hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, another video will be coming soon, I hope. Okay, thanks for watching.